Oh, spazzy azzy. Spazzy azzy. Ooh, they don't like that. Stop it. Stop. No. Looks nice and warm out. Nice and warm out. Yeah, it looks nice and warm out. See it out there? Do you see that shit? You fucking cat. You fucking cat. Fucking cat. Oh, you're done that. Look at that. We gang banging. Oh, what the hell? What the hell, man? That. You see that? Yeah, you see that? Rough is right. That is right. Rough. Rough, rough, rough. That is the correct answer. Rough. Rough is the correct answer. Rough. Rough. Rough, rough, motherfucker. Rough, rough, motherfucker. Gangster rap, motherfucker. Yeah, it looks really nice and warm out there. I think we'll go outside for a couple minutes, eh? I think we'll go outside for a couple minutes here. Only for a couple minutes. For a couple minutes. outside for a couple of minutes here. What? What's up, Blaisy? Nice dog. Thanks. That's Evan Recca. Yo, what's up? Yeah, I'm just chilling outside. Hey, stay here. Don't go too far. She doesn't usually, like, run away unless I go. But I gotta stay connected to my Wi-Fi. Man, it's nice out. Yeah, it's really nice out. Haven't had snow for like oh, she's taking a pee. Haven't had snow for like 2 months now. Hey, you're going too far. Hey, 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 come here, come here. Yeah, good. Can't go too far. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. The cat wants to come out. The cat's pretty good at listening too. She doesn't usually run away either, but I mean, she's fast. If she wanted to, she could run. Hey. Hey. Hey, no, don't go too far. Hey. Hey. Hey, I can't let you out. You're not very good at listening. Thanks for being cool, man. My fault about before. Yeah, I'm not a piece of garbage like Jared, and I'm not an artistic weirdo like any of these other people. Yeah, that's what I initially thought, but I think it was just you had a bunch of people trolling you. Here, let's go back inside. I think you had a bunch of people trolling you. That's why back in the end of 2019, I took like a 2-year break from YouTube. I mean, I was also working back then too, like 2020, 2021, I was working at a restaurant, but I also took a break from YouTube. I didn't talk to anyone from the YouTube community because I realized back at the end of 2019 how toxic it was. Like, I had one of my music videos did like 60,000 views, and I had like 2,000 comments on that video, and every one was just negative. Every single comment was just negative, talking shit about me, like talking shit about just random things. So back at the end of 2019, I quit YouTube for like 2 years. And then there was that weird Phoenix G guy who was pretending to be me for like 2 years, because I was still watching, but like there's that weird Phoenix G dude, which back then kind of annoyed me. I don't care anymore, but he was pretending to be me, and then he was getting a bunch of people using my old music videos. He was getting a bunch of people to try to hate on me again, and I think he trolled you and got you to hate on me and stuff. Because yeah, that Phoenix G guy was a pain in my ass for a couple of years. But eventually he re-uploaded one of my music videos and I copyright striked it. And I think I'm the one who got his channel deleted. I sent YouTube a notice for copyright strike, and I think I'm the one who got Phoenix G's channel deleted. I understand that there are a bunch of normie people leaving crazy comments because their favorite rapper got criticized. Yeah, exactly. Because I was like, I liked Juice WRLD too. I know you don't like Juice WRLD, but I liked Juice WRLD. I was just commenting just to piss people off, like, oh, this music sucks. I'm glad he's gone, like just as a joke in a comment section. Because I knew his family wasn't going to see it. Like, maybe if his family saw it, I would like not be doing that. But it was just a bunch of like stupid fans who only, because I was a fan of Juice WRLD since like beginning of 2018 before he passed away. And then once he passed away, all these Fortnite kids started coming around. Like, before Juice WRLD died, like none of these Fortnite kids were around. And then once he died, all these Fortnite kids started coming around. So I wanted to piss them off because I was one of his real fans. These Fortnite kids were fake fans. They just, after he died, they started becoming his fans. So I started to piss these people off to get some free views on my music. And yeah, these people are so annoying. Like, they took it so serious, and like, they were fake fans. I was a real fan. Phoenix G is a condescending fake person. He pretends to be supportive of people, but is really just making fun of them. Yeah, I agree. He's a pain in my ass for years. And I didn't even bother asking him to delete my music videos off his channel, because he was actually before my channel in 2019 got deleted. He was actually in my comment section. He was one of those normies that was making fun of me. So I didn't even bother asking him to delete the music video. I was just waiting for him to slip up. And in 2021, he didn't slip up. So what I did is I re-uploaded one of my music videos he didn't have. And then I knew he was going to upload that to his channel. So once he uploaded it to his channel, I privated it. And then I sent YouTube the link to my music video. And I said, this guy copied my music video. And they gave him a community guideline strike. And like 2 weeks later, his channel was gone. So I think I'm the one who got his channel removed. I was a fan of Young Dolph. I've heard of Young Dolph. I think my dad was a fan of Young Dolph. But yeah, you're more into like the early 2000s music and stuff. I didn't get super into rap till like 2014, 2015, because back in like 2010 to 2014, I was kind of a nerd. I liked, oh, no, stop that. Oh, she's taking a shit. Yeah, look, you just took a shit. That was like 2010 to 2014, when I was like, like 10 to 14, I was kind of a nerd, and the music I was into was weird. It was like nightcore, it wasn't dubstep. I didn't like dubstep, but it was like nightcore or some shit. Yeah, fellow Canadian comedian Norm MacDonald passed away back in 2021. Then all these trolls who are friends with Dom John guys started saying good riddance. Yeah, I just figured out like a week ago that Tom MacDonald is from Canada. I don't like Tom MacDonald, but there's lots of the musicians that come out of Canada are shit, like Justin Bieber, Tom MacDonald. I mean, we get a lot of famous people, but they kind of all suck. They also dislike bombed it. Yeah, I remember back when YouTube had dislikes, like that video that had 60,000 views got like 2,000 dislikes. One of my videos. It was that clowning song. Where I was like making fun of the people for disliking me, and then they fucking disliked that song so much. It's funny because the same people who used to hate my song and stuff now are going on that Lil 65 channel, and they're like begging me to re-upload my songs, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna re-upload my songs. Like, weren't you guys hating on me back in 2019? Now you're begging me to re-upload my songs? Like, fuck off. How can they hate on Norm Macdonald? He is a revered comedian and a legend, and they all... I don't know Norm Macdonald, but probably because his jokes lean more to the conservative side. I've noticed with liberal comedians, even though their jokes suck, they get a lot of support. But then when it comes to conservative comedians who are actually funny, they get a lot of hate. That's what I've noticed. All my music videos have dislikes on them, even ones with talented artists. Yeah. Well, you still got a lot of haters following you. Since I took that 2-year break, a lot of my haters went away. But I think because I think that was Phoenix G or Jillian or whoever, but I saw someone was making up lies about you where they said you were trying to get to your mom's panties or whatever, and then you were actually just like getting medication or something. I don't know. I didn't look too much into that, but I know they were lying. Like, because these people were doing the same thing to me for years. So I know all the games they play. That's how I was like so good at trolling other people, because I learned all the trolling from these people who trolled me for years. I'm just trying to make a coffee here. One sec. I got no milk left for my coffee. I guess I'm just doing with sugar today. It's been a long time since I had coffee with only sugar. I don't know how good this is gonna be. Hopefully it's all right. I'm out of milk right now. My milk expired 2 days ago, so I threw it out last night. Yeah, people used to hate on me for disliking King Von, Juice WRLD. I never liked King Von. I was never a fan of King Von. I just felt like he was like really fake and shit. Like I know he got shot and stuff, so clearly he was living that lifestyle, but I just was never a fan of his music. I did like Juice WRLD and XXXTentacion. Juice WRLD I liked because of his freestyles. I mean, Juice WRLD was really good at freestyling, right? And then he did come up with good melodies. I mean, some of his lyrics were very emo and sad, which was kind of cringe, you know, but his melodies were good. Like he came up with some really good melodies, which is what I liked about his music. And then XXXTentacion I liked because that was like back when I was in high school, back in shop class, like mechanic class, we would play XXXTentacion, like Look at Me and stuff. And that was like one of the first rappers that I really got into. So that's why I like them, but I don't really care too much about them anymore. Like I don't listen to either of them anymore. But yeah, XXXTentacion, however, now they want to kiss up to me. Yeah, I could move out if I wanted to. I'm honestly just afraid to live alone. My brother moved out back in February 2021. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've lived on my own since 2017, like the end of 2017, maybe the beginning of 2018. Like I've lived on my own since 17, and yeah, for the first few years, like you do feel kind of like alone, and I wouldn't say scared. I mean, when people came over, that's why I stopped hanging out with friends, because when people came over, you don't know who you can trust, and you know, so I didn't like when you invite people into your home, it's really easy for them to attack you. Whereas, you know, if they break into your home, then you have the right to attack them. Here in Canada, the self-defense laws are pretty shitty. So like if you invite someone to your home and they attack you and you defend yourself and end up killing them, I mean, you could go to jail, you could get manslaughter. But, you know, if someone breaks into your home and you end up killing them, it's a bit more lenient. You could still get manslaughter, but so that's what I was always afraid of. Like when people like try to attack me in my house, is that fucking I was going to end up killing them and then, you know, go to jail because the self-defense laws in Canada suck. Yeah, I just did Instacart yesterday. Nice. I always do Instacart. I never get my groceries. Yeah, I Instacart. I order Skip the Dishes or DoorDash. Yeah, that's why I don't have a vehicle. That's the only reason I'd need a vehicle is to get groceries and shit. But, you know, with Instacart, you don't need a vehicle. I don't want to drive. I mean, insurance costs too much. Gasoline costs too much. I mean, you guys don't have this in America, but here in Canada, we have something called a carbon tax. You know, because vehicles emit carbon. So like our gas is like double the price of America because our government is corrupt and they charge like double the price because of carbon tax. And yeah, they charge GST. They charge a tax on the tax. So like gasoline is super expensive. Insurance is super expensive. I mean, most people get auto loans, which means they have to pay interest. So, you know, that's why everybody's broke these days, because they can't just take public transit. They want to be ballers and get fucking, you know, expensive ass vehicles, and there's no point to it. I saw your shorts videos. You played some OJ to Juice Man and Fat Trail. I like those too. Yeah, I found out about OJ to Juice Man from you. Yeah, he's pretty good. I've only listened to a couple of his songs, but I do like OJ to Juice Man. I think that's probably what Juice WRLD probably got, because I know Juice WRLD started as Juice the Kid. And then he changed, once he started getting more famous, he changed his name to Juice WRLD. So, I mean, Juice WRLD probably liked OJ to Juice Man. If you get a good lawyer, you could beat that case. I know, I could easily beat the case. Like, I should have been off this case years ago. Like, this started back in 2020. I've been on this shit for 4 years now. And I mean, my original charge was assault and mischief, but I've already beat those charges. I got more charges when I messaged my ex because I was pissed off because she snitched on me, not about the assault charge, but she snitched on me about another charge. And then I was pissed off, so I messaged her, and then that's the charge I'm on now. I'm on for harassment and breach of conditions. So I could easily beat these cases, but like 18 months in jail. Can you imagine doing 18 months in jail for Instagram messages? Like, that's crazy. I can't believe I'm facing that much time for like maybe 30 days. Like, even that's a bit of an over exaggeration, because you got to think, these charges I got charged with 18 months ago, and the Crown prosecutor is still pushing for 18 months. So, and even if I do 18 months in jail, they'll still have me on probation for at least a year. Because right now I'm on bail. I'm not even on probation. I'm on bail right now. So, I haven't even been through I'm on bail. I'm not even on probation. So even if I do, say, 6 months in jail, I'll still be on probation for another year. Like, that is fucking crazy. This country is so corrupt. It's like that here in Massachusetts. I can never say Massachusetts properly. I don't know why. I've tried so many times, but I can never say it. I like Warren Buffett's mentality. Yeah, Warren. I've heard some stories about Warren Buffett, like he started his paper route and stuff. I like Warren Buffett, but I mean, he's becoming older. He doesn't like Bitcoin either. He hates Bitcoin, and yeah, I'm not as big of a fan of Bitcoin as I used to be. I've made my money on it, and I'm kind of trying to get out of Bitcoin now. But there's also a lot of taxes here in Canada. So yeah, I'm trying to. In Massachusetts, you can go to jail for defending yourself as well. Wow, yeah. I mean, that's in America. Don't you guys have good self-defense laws, like stand your ground or something? On your own property. That'd be terrible. In Massachusetts, you can get a harassment prevention disorder. And if you violate it, you can go to jail for up to 2.5. Wow. I mean, that's still better than Canada, though, because I'm technically, if the Crown prosecutor wanted, they could push for like 10 years in jail. I think that's the maximum here in Canada for harassment. So, yeah, I could be looking at 10 years in jail, but right now they're only pushing for 18 months. Try this black coffee. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Even without milk, it's pretty good. Yeah, the government is so corrupt, man. Like, I can't believe when I was in jail, because I've been to jail for like 9 days before. When I was in jail, one of the officers, one of the security guards, whatever you call them in jail, I don't know. I think they're real officers, but they're, they don't usually go on the street. So I don't know. I just call them security. But yeah, the security in jail said on average it cost the government $130 a day per inmate. So I was in there for, like 8-9 days. So, I cost them like $1,000 just for, but if they put me in there for 18 months, imagine how much money I'm going to cost them. And they do this to how many other people other than me? And then here in Canada, it's so corrupt. They let violent offenders out, like people who like robbed a store, or like they let those people out in like 3 months, right? On bail. They let those people out on 3 months so they can fit people like, because the jails here are overcrowded. So they'll let these violent offenders out in like 3 months, but they'll keep me in jail, for 6, 8, 9 months, before letting me out on bail. It's just fucking crazy. It's so corrupt, because it's like, maybe you should keep the people who robbed a Best Buy in jail for at least a year and then let me out in 3 months. But instead it's the reverse. They keep me in jail for a year and then they let these violent offenders out in 3 months. Like, so corrupt. She supports Black Lives Matter. I honestly can't believe I cared about that female. I just got close to her over a span of 7 months. But I'm completely over that. Oh, who that Alexis girl? Yeah. How did I even find out? I think I only found out about Alexis because you, on that Slime Side account, you said something about me being Alexis Grant. I was like, who's Alexis? And then Dom Johnny explained it to me. Because remember, there was that person pretending to be your mom, Deborah Kaufman, Rekka, or whatever. There was someone pretending to be your mom on my Slime Side account. I knew it wasn't your mom, but I think back then you thought I was your mom, but you said you had some issues back then. So, but yeah, I don't think that was actually your mom, but I'm pretty sure that was Dom Johnny. I'm not entirely sure, but someone was pretending to be your mom. I'm pretty sure that was Dom Johnny. There's no way that was actually your mom. She's a woke leftist. Yeah, well, and that girl's really fat. I mean, the reason why I was so like intrigued, like the reason why I was so in love with my ex, I don't care about her anymore, but I was so in love with my ex because we were friends since we were 11, 12 years old. Like we met at 11 and then we were good friends at 12. And then I moved away from that city when I was like 13, 14. And then we talked for years and years. And then when we were 17, we started dating. And then she left me when I was at my lowest. I'll kind of say that. There's a reason I was at my lowest. I don't really want to get more into it than that, but she left me when I was at my lowest, right? And that completely destroyed me. And yeah, I will tell you though, I know you've been in mental hospitals. I've actually been in mental hospitals too when I was a teenager, like when I was like a minor, before I was 18. I mean, I haven't been in a mental hospital in fucking 5 years, you know? So it's been a long ass time, but I've been in mental hospitals before too. And it's honestly not that bad. It's not that bad. Free food. It's better than jail. I'll tell you that much. It's definitely better than jail. She supports LGBTQ. Oh, fuck those people, man. I hate. Same with the BLM, all that shit. That's the reason why I despise liberals so much. Like before all the BLM stuff and LGBT stuff, I would consider myself a full-on centrist. I didn't support conservatives or liberals, but ever since that LGBTQ stuff, man, I guess I've been full-on conservative now. Like, now it was Jay Solly. Oh, that's who, I thought it was Dom Johnny. She's not big anymore, apparently. I don't mind a female who's a little big, I can't lie. Maybe a little thinner than her. Oh, see, yeah, it's all about preference. See, for me personally, I like skinny girls. I don't even like big tits or big ass. I like big thighs, but that's about it. Like, I like small, perky tits. Not like, not like children tits. Not like that kind, like actual boobs, but they're like small and perky, you know? I'm not no lolly lover. I know there's those dudes who like little girls, pedophiles, lolly lovers, whatever you want to call them. Weirdos. Although I did go to a wedding the other day, and for whatever reason, there was this girl caked up in a bunch of makeup, and I was like to one of my family members, oh, that girl's cute, I might date her. And then my family member was like, she's 15. I'm like, wait, what? That chick looks 20. It's so fucked up, man. I had no clue this chick was fucking 15. I swear she looked 20 because she was in makeup. She was in like this short skirt dress. Like, she looked 20. She's there with her mom, and her mom lets her wear all this shit. And it's like, how? Like, at the minimum, she looked 18. I could not believe she was fucking 15 and looked like that. That's crazy. I like girls built like Ice Spice and maybe a tiny bit. Oh, really? Yeah, see, that's a preference. I don't like how Ice Spice looks. I guess you're into like the black chicks. I'm not, like, I don't like any black chicks, honestly. I honestly find Ice Spice kind of repulsive, but more so her personality. I mean, she's not ugly, but I don't find her attractive, but her personality makes her repulsive. Like that Munch song, I hate that Munch song. It's fucking disgusting. Jace Ollie is nothing but silicone. That's who. Oh, Jace Ollie is not. I wonder what happened to Jace Ollie, but now I guess I know it's nothing but silicone. Wait, I thought Jace Ollie was a dude. Why is he pretending to be a girl? And that nothing but silicone person has a Ukrainian flag in their name, which is another fucking dumb thing. But yeah, it's nothing. So if that's Jace Ollie, then he's pretending to be a chick. What the fuck? Is he a transgender or something? Yeah, they are weird virgins who like lolly. Damn, so Jace Ollie's pretending to be a chick. Fucking, that's weird. That's weird. That's so weird. What the fuck? I thought nothing but silicone was like an ugly chick who liked Cardi B, because I think she has like, or he has a Cardi B profile photo and then pretends to be a girl. Oh man, that's crazy. I had no clue that Jay Solly was nothing but silicone. Do you think that Jillian dude was Phoenix G? Because I still don't know who Phoenix G was, and I guess we don't even know who Jillian is, but I swear that NGU10 is Jillian, and then Jillian was Phoenix G, but I'm not entirely sure. about that. I could just be guessing. One time I was at the basketball court with my boys back in 2013 when I was 20. There was a 12-year-old girl who was built like a woman with thick tits and a booty. Damn, yeah, see, I don't know what it is. Like sometimes, like just depending on what they wear, they can look much older. It's such a trap. That's why I can't wait till I'm like your age when I'm like 30 or whatever, because then I'm not going to go for even 20-year-olds. Then it's going to be easy to tell, you know, like, okay, that chick looks 20. I'm not even into 20-year-olds, you know, when I'm like 30. But as of right now, like I'm 22. So like, you know, I'm still into 20-year-olds, 19-year-olds, you know, but, so like, you know, like 15, 16-year-olds can look 19, 20, which sucks. You know, when I'm 30, it's going to be like, okay, that chick's 25. And then you find out she's 20 and it's like, okay, you know, but like, as of right now, it's hard to know when I'm 22, like what girls are, you know, the proper age. Because I don't even think I would date an 18-year-old if I knew she was 18. And, you know, that's legal. But, you know, 19, 20 is still on the table for me, but not. And I'm very skeptical about girls now too. Like I don't trust women at all, which is why I haven't had a girlfriend in years. Like I'm very skeptical when it comes to women now. So, I mean, I doubt I'll have a woman in the next couple of years, but yeah. My boys dared me to go flirt with her and I did. I thought she was my age or older. She had confidence and definitely was active sexually. I mean, I lost my V card when I was like 15 myself to like a 16-year-old. And yeah. Yeah, that the girl I lost my V card to wasn't that good. But then my ex, that's who I had sex with without a condom. That shit was really good. But now my ex has had like 3 or 4 other boyfriends after me. So that's why I'm disgusted by her. Like any girl with over 3 bodies is gross to me. It's like completely disgusting. Especially since my ex had an IUD, meaning she could have sex with guys without getting pregnant for 5 years until she got it removed. So that shit was really gross to me because now, like 4 or 5 bodies, and she could have been using no condom. That's fucking disgusting. Honestly, I told my brother that there's no point in spending money on his girlfriend if she's not having kids. That's true, yeah. I learned that lesson the hard way. I mean, I used to, as gross as it is, I used to also order hookers, like, right after I got out of jail. I was really depressed and shit. So, you know, this was like 2 years ago. So, and this is when Bitcoin was low too. Like Bitcoin was at like 20,000. So I took this money out of my Bitcoin when it was low. I could have way more money. You know, back when Bitcoin was at 20,000, I spent like $10,000 on hookers. You know, so fucking, I could have way more money today. But, you know, the past is the past, can't change it. But yeah, these fucking, like, don't spend any money on chicks, honestly, unless you have kids with them. And even when you have kids with them, only buy them shit on their birthdays, you know, the chicks, you know, not your kids. But yeah. Yeah, I can't believe that fucking, I used to do that, those hookers, those escorts, man. Fucking disgusting. You know, I myself have like 12 bodies, so it might sound hypocritical to say like, oh, I need a girl with less than 3 bodies. But I only say that because you know, there's a saying that men are the givers and women are the receivers. And, you know, when it comes to men, women find a multitude of things attractive. For example, I'm over 6 feet. I have a bunch of money. I have my life together. You know, that's what women find attractive. However, me personally, I don't care if my woman lives with her parents or, you know, she's under 6 foot. For me personally, what I find attractive is she cute? Is she humble? And does she have less than 3 bodies? That's what I find cute. So it might sound hypocritical to say, oh, well, I have 12 bodies. I want my woman to have under 3. But it's really not, because that's what I find attractive. But when you look at what women find attractive, a lot of women find men who are playboys or whatever really attractive. So women don't care about that shit, but men do. So it's not really hypocritical. It's just, you know, men and women have different standards. For me personally, my standards is you got to have less than 3 bodies. My brother and I are estranged and he hates me. Blocked my phone number. He relies on friends and is afraid to be alone. He is still friends with my old friends. I have less than 10 bodies. Oh yeah, see, I have a total of 8 brothers and sisters. I have 4 brothers and sisters on my mom's side, and then 4 on my dad's side. I haven't talked to my dad's side brother and sisters in fucking like, 6 years. And then I barely talk to my mom's side of my brothers and sisters. They're all half siblings. None of them are full siblings, but I'm the oldest of all of my siblings. And yeah, I don't really talk to any of my siblings either anymore. But yeah, I'm the oldest of them. I would, but I don't live in the same city as them, and I don't have a vehicle, and I just have so many siblings. It's like kind of hard to keep track, It's like when you have that many half brothers and sisters, it's like cousins pretty much, They're not even like brothers and sisters. Like, when you have 8 brothers and sisters, like it's crazy. You don't keep track of them. So yeah. I'm 6'1.5", and I ironically have a decent money and cash saved for my old under the table job, but I prefer not to be with a woman because I'm not having kids, so there's no point. Yeah, I believe you. I mean, it's really easy to save money when you live with your parents, and that's not like a diss or anything, but like it really is. It's harder to save money when you live on your own, but I'm getting up there too. That's why I invest so much. But yeah, I highly recommend you get on some type of I don't know what it'd be called in America, but I'm on that's how I don't work anymore. I'm on a government assistance program that gives me only $2,000 a month, so it covers my rent and my food. But I have other ways of making money that I prefer not to disclose on a public platform. So yeah, I mean, if you could get on a program like me where you get like $2,000 a month and you live with your parents, I mean, think about that. That's like $24,000 a year you could put away. Like that's a lot of money. And then if you invest that, like you could turn that $24,000 a year into like $50,000 a year. So yeah, I also got a decent amount of money in the bank as well. Nice. I don't really carry much cash because of inflation. I don't like cash. That's a really nice day out. Really nice day out. I have a black widow spider that I caught like over a week ago, and she's having babies soon. She's got an egg sac in there. It's pretty creepy. See, that's her next to her egg sac. It's pretty creepy, but I mean, it's also cool. That's why I have this over the container, because I have air holes in there. I don't want the baby spiders escaping. Yeah, my money in the bank is in a trust. $2,000 a month is amazing. The most you get for Social Security in America is $900 a month. Oh yeah, nice. See, I was on something called Alberta Works for a while, but then I got in a special program because that's why. I don't know if you were that Gregonator guy, but I said in one of my live streams to this Gregonator guy that I got an IQ test, and that's why I got the IQ test done. And yeah, I had like a 120 IQ, but they still approved me for this special program, which was good because I thought they were going to reject me. But they say that, autistic people can sometimes score really high on the IQ test. So since I'm above average, they think I might be autistic, but they don't really know. I haven't got that testing done, but yeah. Even if I get that testing done, I don't think I'll get any more money because the only way I'd get more money is if I was disabled, like I couldn't live on my own. That's the only way I could get more money, which clearly I'm capable of living on my own. So I think I'm maxed out on what I can get. But anyways, I used to be on Alberta Works, which is another program, and that one was only giving me like $900 a month. But then I got on this new program like 7 or 8 months ago, and yeah, this one gives me $2,000 a month. It covers all my It covers all my dental plan, all my medical shit. It covers everything. Plus, it's for life. So I can be on this for life. That's why when people ask, I just say I'm retired, because like there's no time limit to this program I'm on. I can be on this for life. So yeah, that's why when people ask, I just say I'm retired. 22 and retired. Dang, I do that as well. I caught a stink bug and tried to keep it alive during the winter. Oh yeah, we have those here too. Those things get pretty big. I can't even do basic math, but I'm an expert in English and reading. Nice. Yeah, I can do basic math. I'm actually pretty bad at dividing. I have this strategy to divide, and it takes a while. So like if you asked me a division question, I'd need a piece of paper, and it would take me like 20 minutes to figure out. So I'm pretty bad at division. I can do division, but I'm really bad at it. But yeah, but when it comes to like finances and stuff, like I dropped out at 17, and pretty much all those years I was living on my own, and all I did all day was study economics. I studied finances, studied inflation, I studied the government, and yeah, like I did do lots of studying. So I'm good at finances, I'm good at economics, but I wouldn't say I'm exactly good at math. I found out my ancestor is a famous poet. My ancestor was a famous poet named Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Oh, nice. Did you get like an ancestry test? I haven't had one of those yet, but yeah, even the butterflies are out today. Damn. That's crazy. Man, Jared333 is such a weirdo. I think he actually finally quit YouTube. I mean, he hasn't uploaded in like 3 days. But Jared333 is really weird. I tried to be friends with him, but then in one of his live streams after we made up and I thought we were friends, he started dissing me. So I was like, okay, so we're not good then. And he never asked me, like with your diss track, you asked me to remove that, so I removed that. Same with NGU10, he asked me to remove those videos, I removed them. If Jared333 had a problem with that diss track, he could have just asked me to remove it, but he never asked me to remove it, so I never did. But yeah, my sister did though. She told me. Oh, nice. She got the ancestry test. I don't know who. I mean, at the wedding the other day, I saw a bunch of family members, and I've got quite a few rich family members. I won't see any of the inheritance because they're my uncles, but like I have quite a few rich family members, like really rich. One of my uncles, interesting enough, is really into gold and silver, and he told me about all the gold and silver he had, and holy shit, this dude's got like 2.2 million just in gold and silver, and then he didn't tell me about the other shit he has, but he has a house. So like this dude is a multi-millionaire, and this is like one of my uncles. It's crazy. Jared is weird and messed up. He is so unaware and nonchalant about stuff he should care about. I agree, yeah. Like he thinks he's like really, really intelligent and stuff, but I test him time and time again, and he always fails my tests. He's always really dumb, and he says he's like very good at literature and English, where I know you are, because I mean you don't mess up words, and you actually do say like big words. For example, what was your last name? Like nonconformist entertainment. Like I don't even think Jared knows what a nonconformist is, yet he thinks he's really good at English, because he was like, when he was talking about that Kasari guy, he's like, oh, Kasari, you think you're so good at English, I'm better than you. Just because you use big words doesn't mean you're smart. He said stuff like that. It's like Jared has no self-awareness at like how dumb he is, which, to get better at something, to like get better in life, whether it's mental health, whether it's physical health, anything, you have to realize your flaws and your issues to be able to fix them. Whereas Jared already thinks he's perfect, which is why he's so dumb, which is why he fails at life. The smartest people in the world realize that they're not perfect, and they fix those things. Like even despite my ego and stuff, I realize I'm not perfect. I have flaws and shit too, but when it comes to finances and shit, I'm really smart. I pat myself on the back there. But there is certain areas in my life where I'm not very smart at, for example, socializing. If I was really good at socializing, I can get a girlfriend if I want to. It's not getting a girlfriend that's hard. Like, I'm not an incel. If I wanted a girlfriend, I could get one. It's keeping a girlfriend that's hard, in my opinion. Because these hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal, I'm telling you. And that's the hard part for me. And I don't want to get into a relationship and then fall in love with the girl and have her try to ruin me again, Like, that's the thing that I'm afraid of. I'm not afraid of going up to a girl and talking to her, but if I was like what they consider like an alpha male and I could fucking sway these girls, I probably could keep a girlfriend, but I can get a girlfriend. I just can't keep one. My mom is Jewish and my dad was Catholic. I don't relate to other Jewish people other than like other people that are greedy / soulless. I'm just a small town person who is against elitists. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with Jewish people until Kanye started talking about it, and then I realized that there's something going on with these Jewish people. And then recently with this Iraq, Israel, Hamas stuff, I'm not on the like Muslim, I'm not on the Middle East side, but I'm also not on the Israel side. Like, I think Israel and the Jewish people are just as evil as those Muslims, if not more, but I'm not on their side either. I don't like Muslims. I don't like the Middle East, but I also don't like Israel. Yeah, there's something very sketchy going on with Israel and all that shit. And like, I don't know if you saw the other day, but when they passed that aid for Ukraine, the 61 billion, and then like they passed a total of 90 billion for Israel and Ukraine, and they're giving like 61 billion to Ukraine. And then the people in Congress in the United States, even though there's a rule against it, were waving the Ukrainian flag inside of Congress, and all of them were Democrats. And it's like, that just shows you're a complete traitor to America. Like, I'm not even American, and I feel offended by that. Like, how can you be in Congress, be a congressman, and wave another country's flag in Congress? Like, that is so messed up. That is so messed up. I don't even care how much you consider them an ally or support them. Like, that is so, and like, even if they were waving the Canadian flag in Congress, I'd be like, why are you doing that? You guys are American. You guys are Congress people in America. America comes first if you're American and you're a congressperson. Why are you waving some other country's flag? It is so messed up. My best friend, I grew up with Arabic, and we used to fight, and he would be hateful against my mom's religion / genetics. I call it Jew-crane. Yeah, that's the thing about other races. I find it, as of today, white people are the least racist people, which is ironic because we're labeled as the most racist people. But white people are the least racist people in the world right now. Chinese people are super racist. Muslim people are super racist. I mean, like white people are the least racist people. And like, look, even black people, look how racist they are. Like, when they go, like, I saw the other day where some black dude was like, I don't want no white boy wrapping around me. Get the fuck out of here, And it's like, okay, but what if a white person said that about a black boy? I don't want no black boy wrapping around me. Like, it's fucked up, man. I swear, white people are the least racist people on the planet right now. Ironically, his family only cared about status, and they were all egotistical. Yeah, I care a lot about status, but see, the reason why I care so much about money isn't for myself. Like, I stack all my money. I don't spend any of my money on myself. The reason why I care so much about money is for my family in the future. Like, growing up, I had no money. Like, my family had no money. We were poor as hell. They were all in debt. They were all poor, and I had to... Every year, my mom said, oh, we'll go to Disneyland next year. We'll go to Disneyland next year. And then she had a kid. She's like, oh, well, I had a kid this year. We'll go to Disneyland. And we never went to Disneyland. And growing up, I always watched my parents fight about money, about debt, all of this shit. So, when I raise my kids, I want them to never have to even worry about us struggling, our family struggling. Not only that, but I want to take them on vacations every year. You know, that's why I care so much about money. I don't care about money for myself. Like they say, like, you don't bring this stuff into the afterlife. Like, I realize all this shit's going to go away one day, but using money, you can build a lot of precious memories, you know, that you couldn't do without money. So that's what I look forward to eventually spending my money on. But how it's looking today, I'm probably not going to have a kid until I'm at least 27, 28, probably in my 30s. Sadly, because it's very hard to find a loyal woman. And I feel like women get more loyal as they get older because they realize they're about to hit the wall and, you know, shit. But it's very hard to find a loyal 22-year-old woman these days. It's crazy because, like, you know, women used to get married and have kids at 16 100 years ago. And nowadays, 22 is like, oh, I'm too young. I'm still trying to figure myself out and all this shit. That's what all these women saying. It's like, you're not young. You're 22. That's old as fuck, man. To have kids and start a family, that's old as fuck. Like, you realize as a woman, you go through puberty at 13, 14, 15. You could have a kid at fucking 14 years old. Yeah, you're saying 22 is too young? Like, fuck off. You just want to be a slut. You just want to use your young age and your pretty looks to be a slut. And then once you get older and get all wrinkly, you want to be like, where are all the good men? That's what women do. His cousin was very arrogant, and so was his father. I care about money, sort of, because I want to compete. What's going on out here? Hey, chill out. What's going on out here? Oh, there's a nigger. I care about... Hey! I care about money, sort of. Stop! It's really annoying. I care about money, sort of, because I want to complete my list of these rare games I want to buy. I have a list of rare games I want to buy. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I'm not really into gaming anymore. Like, even right now, I'm wearing glasses. I mean, I need new glasses. I got these like 7 years ago. My eyes are getting so bad. My eyes are getting so bad, and I blame gaming. You know, like all those late night gaming sessions, and plus my laptop. I know it's not the same as playing it on the, like, I really wish I could play Heart Gold and Soul Silver and Black and White on the original DS and not on my PC, but you know, my computer can play every game, like every single game for free. So yeah, I'm not too into gaming anymore. I'm still pretty into anime, but it depends on the anime. Like, I can't watch a slice of life anime anymore, or like a romance anime. All that shit's cringe. But like, I really like isekai anime. Isekai, I don't know, whatever it's called. Like Solo Leveling. If you haven't seen Solo Leveling yet, you can watch it for free on Kiss Anime. It's actually a South Korean anime. There's South Korea's coming out with a lot of good animes. It's not a Japanese one, but Solo Leveling, there's only 12 episodes. They just came out with a 12th English dub. I don't watch sub. I know lots of anime fans are like, oh, you gotta watch sub. Dub sucks. It's like, no, you're a fucking nerd, man. Like, I'm not trying to read a book. I'm trying to watch a show. I want to watch it in English. I don't want to watch it in Japanese or Korean. Like, these people are so nerdy. I'm not trying to read a fucking book. But yeah, like Solo Leveling, amazing fucking anime. Solo Leveling is fucking awesome. You can watch it for free on Kiss Anime or 9 Anime. 9 Anime has less ads. Kiss Anime has a lot of ads. It's hard to watch anime on your phone with Kiss Anime. But on 9 Anime, you can watch Solo Leveling. I spent $425 on Heart Gold version, and it came with the Poke Walker as well. No way, you got the Poke Walker. Oh, luck. Man, I haven't had a Poke Walker in like 10 years. I pre-ordered Heart Gold and Soul Silver back when I was in grade 2. My mom and me pre-ordered Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and I remember on recess every day at lunch, I was telling all my friends how excited I was about Heart Gold and Soul Silver coming out. Oh man, I would talk about that every day and people would get so annoyed. I know it's dumb to spend that much, but it was the best deal there was. Every other No, I mean that's how it works these days. Heart Gold and Soul Silver, especially if you got it with the box, those are like the most expensive Pokemon games. So I mean that I like 10 years and those will be over $1,000. So I don't think that was stupid, but considering I like saving my money, um, it's not something I would do, but I don't think that's stupid. Like if I was a multi-millionaire, I would do that right now. But right now I'm trying to I'm 22. I need to save as much money as I can right now. Yep, I don't like reading either. I read articles online. I've been watching One Piece a lot. It's crazy the Soul Silver Walmart special edition version is like $4,000. Same with the Heart Gold version. Oh, no, yeah, you've been watching. See, I haven't watched One Piece. It's too long. I went through the whole Naruto series a couple years ago, watched that, and it's just so hard to go through those anime that are so old. But I've been watching a bunch of One Piece clips, and man, that One Piece Lucky Gear 5 is really cool. Gear 4 is really cool too. One Piece is kind of more Dragon Ball rather than Naruto. I did really like Naruto. It's just so fucking long, you know? So I'm not trying to watch. I also tried to watch Bleach too. I couldn't get through Bleach. I just can't. After 100 episodes, it gets to be too much, you know? So I've been watching clips of One Piece, but I've never watched One Piece. The $4,000 Walmart version comes with a special box with a toy inside along with the game and Pokewalker. Oh, nice. I never had the special version. Wait, maybe I did have the special version. I don't think I got a toy though. I don't think I got a toy. I think I got back when I was a kid, I got the box, I got the game, and I got the Pokewalker. Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu had the Pokeball Plus back when the Switch first came out. I know Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu weren't very good games, but the Pokeball Plus was really cool. That was a really cool. It was kind of like the new version of the Pokewalker. But they didn't sell it with the game. I sort of like Naruto. I've never watched it before though. Yeah, Naruto's pretty good. I mean, I went through the series back when I was 15, 16. I could never sit through it now, but I've seen clips though. Rock Lee is cool. Yeah, Rock Lee is pretty cool. He has a weird haircut though. Yeah, I like Sasuke and Naruto. It's pretty basic characters that I like, but yeah. Boruto sucks though. I watched a couple episodes of Boruto and fuck, I couldn't watch it. Boruto sucks. I bought Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu back in 2018 and I opened them. Nice. Yeah, if you didn't get the Pokeball Plus, then damn, that sucks because the Pokeball Plus was so cool. It was like you could use it as a controller for the game, but you could also put Pokemon on it and then you could play with them. That game came out right when I was at my last hospital stay in the psych ward. And you know how they don't allow you to bring anything with Wi-Fi in the hospital? They did let me bring my Pokeball Plus. So I put a Pokemon on that for my Switch. And then the entire time I was in the hospital, I used my Pokeball Plus because it doesn't have Wi-Fi. They still have plastic on them. Nice. Yeah, I didn't like those games too much. I did like them back then, but I tried to play Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu recently, and I don't know. They're good for shiny hunting. Those games are really, if you want some shinies, those are the best games to collect shiny Pokemon. But other than that, I don't know. I do wish Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl had the Let's Go Eevee graphics instead of the chibi graphics. Because Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu were better than Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And you know, Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Diamond and Pearl were my first Pokemon games ever. So I was waiting 10 years for them to remake those games. And then they came out with fucking Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Bullshit. Yeah, I had never been to a psych ward until later in life. I should have been sent to one when I was younger, but my mom never wanted to send me away. My mom and I fight a lot about politics and other things, but she is pretty loyal and forgiving. Same with my sister. Oh yeah, nice, yeah. I haven't been to a psych ward since I was like 17, so it's been a long time. And I don't plan on ever going back. I was there back then because I was in a really bad space. Like I said, my ex-girlfriend left me when I was at my lowest. So like when you're already at your lowest in life and then someone like betrays you like that, like it sends you into such a low state that there's nowhere lower to go than being suicidal, you know? And that's what I was back then. But that was 5 years ago. And yeah, from 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, I lived on my own. I was very lonely. I was very sad. And then something in 2020 and 2021 like switched in me where, you know, that's when everybody else was staying home alone. And I saw everybody else complaining online about, oh, I'm so lonely. I'm home alone. And I'm like, bitch, I've been doing this shit for years. I'm happy as fuck, you know? So like I was doing COVID lockdown years before COVID happened, and I'm doing COVID lockdown years after it happened. Right, I'm sort of just neutral now, not depressed or happy. Yeah, I'm pretty happy now because not only am I happy in my present, but I'm also really excited for the future because I know you're not a fan of AI, but I'm really excited for AI because like, you know, if AI eventually gets advanced enough in 10 years from now, like when I'm your age, like I'm going to get myself an AI robot. And then even if I find a woman who isn't loyal, I can just knock her up. I can have my kids, you know, I can have 1 or 2 kids, have a family. But instead of having to rely on that girl to be loyal to me, I can just get a fucking AI robot. You know, that's what I'm planning, at least. That's what I'm hoping happens, you know? I fucking just use some women who isn't loyal to have my kids, and then I'll get an AI robot who is loyal. I mean, these AI robots are awesome. Like, there's this site, Crush on AI, and I don't watch pornography or anymore. And like, I haven't watched pornography in like 2 years, right? But one thing that I am guilty of is the Crush on AI. I like to talk to the AI, and you can talk to like any character, and yeah, it's already really good. I'm so excited for the future. So excited for the future, man. Yeah, Crush on AI. Try it out. They have an app. They have a website. It's not free, but every day you get 50 credits. And then every 2 days you'll have 100 credits, and you can redeem those 100 credits for 100 messages. So if you save up your messages, if you save up your credits for a couple days, you can get a couple hundred messages, and then you can talk to the AI, not safe for work AI. So if you have any character that you like, you know, whether it's anime, whether it's like a movie character, if you have any character you have a crush on, you can go talk to Crush on AI, and then fucking, yeah, you can do your thing. It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty fucking cool. I didn't really feel anything when my father ceased to exist. It's messed up, but I sort of laughed when my sister was crying when she told me what happened to him. Oh yeah. Yeah, I won't be sad when my dad passes away. Yeah, I don't feel anything to my dad either. I don't think I would laugh though, but I wouldn't feel anything either, honestly. I have an issue with angering people and intentionally and trolling individuals. Yep, I like talking with AI. I just don't want it to take over and be in stores in public. I'd rather it stay virtual. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. Like, I don't want it to take jobs, obviously, but like I do want it to become real, because then, you know, you can get an AI girlfriend. And, you know, even if an AI girlfriend is $60,000, I'll still buy it, because like that's cool as fuck, man. Like, you can put any wig on it, you can make it look however you want. And not only that, but like, you know how women, because women never used to be like how women are today. And that's because abortion came around, Plan B came around, IUDs came around, all these things came around. And they call it the sexual revolution for women. And I think AI will be a sexual revolution for men. Because, you know, all the things, like I talked earlier about how men and women have different standards. AI won't be able to provide women with what they want, you know, because women want money. They want a strong man who can defend them and stuff. And, you know, a lot of things that AI provides won't be good for women, but it will be good for men, because men want a cute, loyal, humble, nice women. And an AI can provide that. An AI can be cute. It can look sexy. It can look however you want. It can be whatever personality you want. So I think AI is going to be much more beneficial to men when it comes to relationships than women. And I think that'll set a lot of women straight, because a lot of men are going to be off the market. And if these women want real men, they're going to have to lower their standards, and they're going to have to be better women, you know? So I think AI will be like a sexual revolution for men. I just can't cry about it once I'm not to someone and they don't stay in touch with me. I sort of just lose emotions for them. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah, I don't really care about anyone anymore besides a select few family members. I think AI would be good for being lonely. I just don't want it to replace jobs and knowledge and practical skills. That's true, but with where AI is going, it's going to have better like critical thinking skills than humans eventually, because you got to think how smart AI is today, and the chips we have today are something called 3 and 4 nanometer, like it's how small the chips are. And so eventually it's going to go down to 1 nanometer, and this is analog chips. And then below 1 nanometer is quantum computing. And quantum computing opens up like a whole other area, because not only is it way faster than analog computing, but how quantum computing works is it can be both a 1 and a 0 at the same time. Where analog computing, that's how coding works, it's ones and zeros. But with quantum computing, it can be both a 1 and a 0 at the same time. So once AI gets on quantum computing, and that's the hardware, that's the quantum computing will be the hardware, but they'll also improve the software in the AI, because AI has been around since the 1980s. It's just within the past few years, the software has improved. So that's what made AI so smart over the past couple of years. But the software is going to keep improving, but also the hardware. So eventually it'll be on quantum computing. So I think eventually AI is going to be like 1,000,000 times smarter than humans. And who knows if they'll make us their pets. They might just exterminate us. You know, you never know what they will decide to do, because we don't exactly know how their brains work yet, because it's all so new. Like not even the people who code AI know how it works, because it's machine learning, meaning the AI teaches itself. So not even the people who code the AI really know how it fully works. But I'm pretty excited for it. I mean, if the AI eventually does exterminate humanity, it's going to be in like my 60s and 70s. And I think the AI might just decide to exterminate us through, you know, not letting us reproduce. They might not kill us. They might just not let us reproduce. You know, they might just be so good at being girlfriends, better than real girls, that 90% of men won't even reproduce with women. They'll just get an AI girlfriend, and that'll become the popular thing. Who knows how it'll work? AI is pretty cool in terms with conversations and socialization, I'll admit. It's better than virtual reality. VR is so overrated for easily. I agree. I've never had a VR headset. I went to a VR arcade one time, because they have those VR arcades, and I don't know, I didn't like it that much, honestly. VR does suck. AI is awesome. There was the Industrial Revolution, right? Not only do I think AI will be a sexual revolution for men, but I think it'll be a revolution itself. That's why I had that one channel called AI Revolution. You probably know about it, because I commented on your channel before. But yeah, AI revolution. I think AI will be an actual revolution, because there was the Industrial Revolution. You know, when there was a point in time where everything before was like farming, people were peasants, and then the Industrial Revolution happened, where, you know, manufacturing, cars, it was a whole revolution, right? AI is going to be a whole other revolution for the workplace. It's going to be a space revolution, because AI are going to be able to go to space, and they're going to be able to build things on Mars that humans could never build, because all AI needs is energy, electricity to run. Humans need air, we need food, we need water, we need all of these things. AI will only need electricity. So AI could go to Mars, and all we need to do is send it the supplies. They'll charge themselves on solar panels, and we'll just send them the supplies, and they'll build places on Mars, and we'll eventually be able to live on Mars because of AI. You know, AI will be able to do so many cool things, but I don't really care about all that shit, because that's past my lifetime, right? You know, that's like 2100. You know, that's past my lifetime. But the thing I'm most excited about is the AI girlfriends. Because you can't find a loyal girl these days, but you can find a loyal robot. Yeah, I don't want AI to replace blue-collar jobs and knowledge of practical skills. Yep, I've seen it. I need to learn more about the Industrial Revolution. I've been learning about isolationism and pragmatic libertarianism. Libertarianism. I can't even say that. I don't know much about either of those. I mean, I know isolation from personal experience. It's kind of like, you know, that's what I consider. That's what back when I had a therapist. I haven't had a therapist in like over a year now. Or no, a psychiatrist. I still have a therapist because my court requires me to have a therapist, but I haven't had a psychiatrist, you know, the people who prescribe medicine, in over a year now. But yeah, when my therapist asked me, well, aren't you lonely? Like, why are you talking to AI? And I'm like, no, I'm in monk mode. Like, I'm not lonely. There's a difference between being alone and lonely. I'm in monk mode. Monks are alone, but they're not lonely, you know? I'm in monk mode right now, and I'm going to be in monk mode for the next 5 years at least. Like, I'm on my own, you know? And I'm not lonely. I am alone, but I'm not lonely. I'm in monk mode. And yeah, that's what I told my therapist. But yeah, I don't have a psychiatrist anymore because I don't need medication. I really don't. Every time I've had a psychiatrist in the past, they've always prescribed me the wrong medication. They gave me ADHD medication. They gave me antidepressants. I didn't need any of that shit. Back then, when I was really depressed, all I needed was something to erase my memories of my ex. That's all I needed. And, you know, now that it's been so much time, my body's kind of done that on its own. You know, all the bad memories that I shoved in the back of my head have been replaced with new memories. So that's what I needed back then. I needed someone to erase my memories, and no medication could do that for me. But now that those memories are gone, you know, I don't need no medication. Isolationism in terms of America's foreign policy. Oh yeah, agreed. Yeah, America should go like be in isolation for at least 10 years because America needs to bring the manufacturing back to America. And Canada needs to do that too, because both America and Canada have imported all of our manufacturing to China. And considering we're about to go to war with China over Taiwan, because Taiwan owns all the semiconductors, they're the people who make all the chips. Like we were just talking about those 3-nanometer chips. Taiwan makes those chips. Taiwan even makes the chips that go in your fridge to run your fridge. They make the chips that go in the military jets for the US military. So like if China invades Taiwan, Taiwan is much more strategical to the United States than Ukraine is. And look at all the money the United States has given to Ukraine. So imagine how much money they'll give to Taiwan when China tries to invade Taiwan. It's going to be insane, like trillions of dollars. And the United States doesn't have that money right now. Like, yeah, need to bring all the manufacturing back to America. Yeah, for me too. My mind sort of erased bad memories. If I had to choose a country, I'd prefer to choose Taiwan. Same here, yeah, because Taiwan actually has a use for America, where Ukraine is just land. I mean, I know Ukraine did produce a lot of grain before the war, like food, but I mean, we can produce grain here in Canada. We can produce grain in the States. We have plenty of land, you know, like we don't need Ukraine for grain. And, you know, considering how many warnings Russia gave to NATO and the United States before they invaded Ukraine about like not expanding NATO, and then NATO kept expanding. Like I'd say this is like we're the aggressors when it comes to the Russia war. I mean, China's the aggressor when it comes to Taiwan. But when it comes to Ukraine, we're the aggressors. Like, we're pretty much the bullies who kept hitting Russia, and then Russia punched us back, and then all of us kept going like, oh my God, Russia, why are you defending yourself? Why are you defending yourself? Like, that's how I see it. Like, for the past 30 years since the Soviet Union collapsed, we kept hitting Russia in the face multiple times, and Russia kept warning us, I'm going to hit back, I'm going to hit back, I'm going to hit back. And eventually Russia hit back. And then Europe, United States, Canada, we're all like, Russia, how could you? How could you hit us back? You're so evil. It's like, no, Russia's defending itself. All of that land used to be the Soviet Union. We have no right to take all of this land from Russia, and we agreed that we wouldn't, and then we did. Russia is the defender in this like scenario. But you know, when it comes to China and Taiwan, Taiwan is the defender. Like there's like, yeah. Taiwanese people seem pretty normal. Lots of simple people and agricultural workers there. Yeah, they're pretty normal. I mean, Taiwan's like Japan. Like, yeah, I have no problem with the Taiwanese people. And I do have I didn't have a problem with Ukrainian people either, but now I have a problem with Ukrainian people because you probably know from that place I was doxxed, Mayfair Place, right, in Calgary. So when I moved into Mayfair Place, get this, the rent was $950 a month. This was like November of 2021. I moved there. Now, get that. Okay, so $950 a month, right? In 2021. Now, that's for a studio apartment. That's not even a single bedroom. I live in a single bedroom now. This is only $1,000 a month, right? Now at Mayfair Place for a studio apartment bedroom, it's $1,750 a month. It's doubled before I moved out of there like 6 months ago, I'm telling you, half that building was filled with Ukrainian people because the Canadian government's bringing them over and they're paying these Ukrainian people to live in these apartments. So when in 2021, when I moved in there, $950 a month. Now it's $1,750 a month for a fucking studio apartment. You don't even get a fucking bedroom. You get like one tiny ass living area. And I still remember on my Slime Side account where like living in your weird ass apartment. It was a weird ass apartment. And fucking that studio apartment was right next to the elevators. And so like once a week, those elevators would get super loud and start making a banging noise. And it was so annoying. So you're paying almost $2,000 a month to live in a shitty ass studio apartment that's super loud with a fucking, that Filipino dude who lived next to me was gay as fuck. He was gay. He kept trying to make advances on me and I was so grossed out because there was a gym in that building and I wanted to work out at the gym. But that weird Roland guy, he got doxxed too, which I was kind of happy because I fucking hated that guy. That dude was gay. Every day I'd go down to the gym and then he would come down and he would make like gay remarks. That's why there's that photo of me on that Facebook page. He wanted to take a photo with me. Fucking I hated that guy. He was like this gross gay Filipino guy. Now it wasn't weird. Truth real. I liked your balcony. I was just being rude. That's nasty. What a creep. Yeah, he was. And I kept telling him I'm not into that stuff. I'm not into that stuff. I do have a problem with gay people. But I told him, like, I don't have a problem with gay people. I'm just not into that stuff. And fucking buddy, every day he'd come down to the gym and make these weird advances on me. And that dude's like 35 years old. And I was like 20 years old when he was trying to hit on me. Like, even if I was a girl, that's still weird as fuck, you know? I wish countries would just wake up and conform to a democracy. America had to turn Iraq into a democratic country. Yeah, except I do agree, but how America works today, I don't think it's fully democratic because, I mean, do you see what's going on? Like, I know lots of people think it's a joke when Trump says they stole the election, but I really think they did because the CIA has a history of stealing elections in other countries. It's called foreign espionage. And now there's evidence that the CIA is doing domestic espionage, meaning they're rigging the elections. So, because you got to think, Trump got like 79 million votes in the last election. That's the most of any president ever. But then Joe Biden got 81 million in the last election. How does that even work? You know? Like, Trump got 79 million and then Biden got 81 million. What the fuck? I think Trump is really onto something when he says it's rigged. And I do believe that Russia wants Biden more than Trump, even though Biden gives all this support to Ukraine. If like Trump would put his foot down, he would either go all in or all out, where Biden's just dipping his toes in. He's giving Ukraine all this money, but Ukraine doesn't have the military power. Like they don't have the manpower to support all this aid. So what's going on is all this money is going to waste because we're giving them all this equipment that they can't use properly. You know, because Ukraine's army is only like 100,000 people. Russia has 800,000 people in Ukraine, and Russia hasn't even done a military draft yet. Ukraine has done a military draft, and they only have 100,000 people, where Russia has 800,000 people. You know, like, yeah, I like women straight up. I love thick and sort of big women. Yeah, that's personal preference. I'm not into that stuff. Like, you got to think skinny women, they got tight vaginas. As weird as it is to say, like, it's true though. Like, those fatter girls, they're pretty loose, man. But I mean, you said, I don't know if you're lying. You said you got a pretty big dick, so yeah. I mean, I'm only 6 inches, so I'm not large, but I'm also not small. Like, I don't got no tiny stub, like stub. I got 6 inches, but that's not big, but it's not small. But yeah, personally, I find those fatties pretty loose, you know. I only have 7.3 inch. Oh, nice. That's decent, I guess. Yeah. See, it's like I don't want to be on Russia's side because I am a patriot of Canada and America, but I also I'm kind of forced to be on Russia's side because I just think Canada, the United States have lost their way, completely evil. These countries aren't Christian anymore. They're atheist, evil cesspools of liberals. I found out that you can make yourself bigger. Yeah, I know you can. I'm kind of happy with 6 inches though, I feel like 6 inches is the perfect size, and just like how I feel like 6'3", like my height is 6'3", and I feel like 6'3" is the perfect height. I know some people would like to be 6'5", 6'6", but I feel like 6'3" is a point where it's like not too high, but it's also like you're not small, Same thing I feel about my dick. It's not too big, but it's not too small. You just have to stretch it over time. You can increase it by 1.5. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm not doing that, but I mean, good luck. I mean, you're into the fat girls, so you do need, or like bigger girls, so you do need a big dick for that. But I'm into those skinny, small girls, and they're tight, so that's what I like. And I'm into white girls too. And though one day I wouldn't mind if the AI robots don't come around in my 30s, I might move to the Philippines because it's so cheap, and I might get a Filipino girl because that was one thing that I liked about that Roland guy is he would tell me stories about the Philippines, and holy shit, is it ever cheap there. Buddy he showed me his condo. Like here in Canada, if you bought that condo, you'd be paying like 300,000-400,000, and your monthly payments would be like $700 a month. But he bought a condo in the Philippines for 18,000, and his monthly payments were $70 a month. So it's like 10 times cheaper in the Philippines. So I might move to the Philippines one day and get a Filipino girl, but I don't like those annoying Filipino girls are like, I want like a normal, decent looking Filipino girl, like a Japanese looking Filipino girl. I'm not a weeb, but some of those Japanese girls are really pretty, but lots of Filipino girls are kind of fatter and ugly, and they have like moles. So I'm looking for like a cute Filipino girl if I get one, but that's if the AI robots don't come around. Because if the AI robots come around, I'll just get an AI robot, stay in Canada, I'll knock up some chick, have 2 kids, Yeah, same here. I honestly stopped caring about all that crap. I like every skin color. I just don't care about having intercourse, so I stopped trying to increase mine. Yeah, I don't care about intercourse either anymore, which is funny because like if you tell a woman that, they'll call you an incel or whatever, but an incel means involuntary celibate. And I'm not involuntary, I'm voluntary celibate. So I don't know what that is, a vol cell? Like I don't even think that's a thing, I'm voluntary celibate. If I wanted a hooker, I could get a hooker. If I wanted a chick who isn't a hooker, I could go to a bar and buy a couple drinks and then be like, hey, you want to come back to my place? I got a cute dog, like I could get pussy if I want. I don't want pussy. I don't care about that shit. Like the only time I ever want pussy again is if I'm going to be making kids, because honestly, the AI role play is better than any woman. Because, if you tell a woman what you're into, they might be like, oh, that's weird. I don't want to do that or whatever. But the AI is like, oh, fuck yeah, I'll do that shit. The AI is good at its role play. So yeah, I love the AI already. And the AI isn't even real yet. It's not even real yet, dog. I consider fat woman to be built like Lizzo, just gross body that looks. Yeah, Lizzo. Oh man, there is this video I watched because you know how women will always be like they'll always call another woman a 10 even if they know they're not a 10. You know, when you ask a woman, oh, how does she look? They'll be like, oh, she's a 10. So I saw this video the other day. I mean, you watch Fresh and Fit, so you should know this. Like women will call other women 10s even if they're like 4s, you know. But I watched this video the other day where this guy goes to prank women. He'll go up to pretty women and he'll be like, what do you think of Lizzo on a scale of 1 to 10? And the women will always be like, oh, she's cute. She's a 10. She's totally a 10, 100 out of 10. And then after they say that, the guy will be like, you kind of look like Lizzo. And then the women will get offended. And they'll be like, oh, how could you? Some of them will like slap him, you know? So it's like, it just shows how hypocritical these women are, how fake these women are. Because these women are always out for themselves. I'm telling you, like, that's why I have these charges against me. Like, women, no matter what, always defend other women against men. Men don't do that, you know? Like, men are the opposite too. Like, men will always defend women against other men. But women will always defend other women against men. So it's like, I don't know. Men have so many disadvantages these days. I like the women with the Coke bottle body. I've watched it before, but honestly, I find Fresh and Fit kind of cringe. They are cringe. Yeah, I don't watch Fresh and Fit anymore. I watched a few of their podcasts because it was an interesting concept when it first came around in like 2022, 2023. But yeah, they are pretty damn cringe. And yeah, they think they're like alpha males and stuff. And yeah, I don't know. That alpha male stuff is really cringe. I mean, I don't think alpha males really exist. I mean, we're not wolves, you know? Like, alpha male doesn't really exist. Like, look at Sean O'Malley. He's skinny as fuck. You would never consider Sean O'Malley an alpha male. Yet I guarantee you Sean O'Malley could kick Andrew Tate's ass, could kick Fresh and Fit's ass. Yet Sean O'Malley would never call himself an alpha male. He even hangs out with Aiden Ross. Yet I guarantee you Sean O'Malley could kick like Andrew Tate's ass, and Andrew Tate calls himself an alpha male or whatever, you know? I watched it before, but honestly find Fresh and Fit cringe. I guess I'd call it thick women or stacked. I like Ice Spice has a nice body. I like yeah, Ice Spice isn't fat though. I'm just like, yeah, I don't like Ice Spice because of her skin and then also her hair. She's got like an afro. Also, I'm not going to delete this live stream. I never delete my live streams, but I've said so much controversial stuff. Don't be surprised if this live stream gets deleted. I might get a community guideline strike. So if you see this live stream deleted in the next couple days, it wasn't me. Just letting you know. Yeah, I called that one black dude the N-word out here, and then I said some controversial stuff about that gay dude, that Filipino guy. Yeah, this live stream's probably going to get removed by YouTube. Sadly, freedom of speech does not exist on YouTube. I still find that Alexis girl attractive. She had a very nice boobs and butt. Oh, nice, yeah. I mean, it's all about preference. Like they say, and I'm not calling her trash, but like they say, like one man's trash is another man's treasure. And you know, my ex-girlfriend, I still find her really or how she was. I don't know how she looks now, but how she used to look, I found her really attractive, and I still do. However, when I posted a video about her on YouTube, I don't know if you know about that channel. I've never commented on your channel with that channel, but I have another channel. And I posted about my ex-girlfriend stuff, and I got quite a few comments of like dudes commenting like, oh, she looks mid, you know, like I forget what mid means, like mid attractive, like not ugly, but not like, you know, it's another Gen Z term, mid. But yeah, I got a bunch of comments saying that my ex looks mid, and I'm like, I mean, she's pretty fucking hot to me, and she's got a really tight pussy, so it's like, you know, I can hold my cum, so like sometimes we would go for like 20 minutes, but if I was pushing and I was going fast, like I could come in that pussy in like 30 seconds, literally. Like if I was like really pushing and trying to come, you know? So like her pussy was good, man. But you know, like they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure, but she's my trash now too, because fucking she's a slut. I don't date sluts. I mean, I'd still fuck her, but I'm not gonna date her. I wouldn't have minded if she lost a tiny bit of weight, though. She was pretty short. Losers made those comments. Yeah, there's so many losers on YouTube, man. Like, people get so jealous and like uptight about the stupidest things on YouTube. I hate my generation though. Like, it sucks. Like, 2001, I'm like 3 or 4 years into Gen Z. Like, I'm the oldest of Gen Z or whatever, but that's one thing. Like, when you made those comments about Gen Z, fuck that. Like, I got a lot of respect for you when you made those comments about Gen Z, because I swear to God, I fucking hate my generation. Like, you got to think, I was in high school back when that dab stuff, remember that dab, Gangnam Style, like all of that cringe stuff was like my generation. And I was in like high school and middle school during all that stuff. So you got to think, I've seen like all of these, and being self-aware as I am, I've been through and I've seen all of these cringe things my generation has done for like 10 years now. And I've hated my generation for a long time. And that's why, like, whenever I see terms like mid, or what's a couple other terms, I don't know, there's so many dumb terms. Like, I don't use them, so I don't even like really remember them, but there's so many dumb terms my generation has that every time I see it, I find it so cringe. And then like I go on these comment sections, and like some of these comments will have like 2,000, 3,000 likes using these like cringe terms. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? I saw one of her videos on her IG last year, and she had a story video putting her having her boyfriend lying next to her. She was putting her fingernails through his face and scratching it like she owned him and he was her pet. Who, Alexis? Damn. Damn, yeah. Yeah, so many guys are into Ice Spice. I mean, it's just about preference, I guess, but yeah, I don't really find her that attractive, honestly, but like I said, that's just my preference. It's not that she isn't attractive, it's just my preference. I mean, she, like, Ice Spice does have a cute face. I'm just not into the dark skin and the afro, you know? But she does have a cute face. Like, if she had a nice wig and she had a bit lighter of a skin tone, I'm sure I'd be pretty attracted to her. Because, yeah, she does have a nice figure. You know, like you said, what did you say about, like, the Pepsi bottle or whatever figure or whatever? The Coke bottle. I do like those figures. That's actually when I lost feelings for her. Oh, yeah. I lost feelings for my ex mainly because, like, she betrayed me a lot over the years, and she fucked a lot of dudes, which is pretty gross. But one of the things that really made me lose attraction for my ex is the fact when I went up to talk to her, because she was like, she was egging me on. She was texting me. She's like, oh, do you want me to get an Uber? Oh, you pussy and all this stuff. And I'm like, don't fucking test me, bitch. Like, I will fuck you up. She's like, oh, do you want an Uber? Oh, you're a pussy. You're not going to do shit. So then I go up to her city and I stake outside her work for like 8 hours. It's like a massage parlor. So then I go in and I get a massage, pay for the massage. I give them the wrong name. I tell them my name's John. My name isn't John. And then after the massage, I'm heading out. I'm like, okay, I'm going to head home. I guess she's not coming to work today. And then as I'm leaving out the door, right in front of the fucking door, there's her and her new boyfriend packing in the trunk. And I go up to this dude and I'll be like, let's fight then, bitch. Let's fight then. And so fucking I try to punch this dude in the face. He like backs away. And then fucking this guy starts like running away from me to her passenger side. So I start trying to follow him. And she's right beside me. I walk right past her, giving her a dirty look. I could have punched her right in the fucking face. But being the man I am, like, I'm not going to punch a woman in the face. So this dude, I go around the car. I'm trying to fucking get him. And then she's like, get in the car, get in the car, get in the car. And she unlocks her car. And then he gets in her passenger seat. And then fucking I stare her down for a second, and then I start trying to punch the fucking window out. And for whatever reason, car windows are a lot stronger than they look. Like, they like, if you try to punch that out, you're probably going to break your fist before you, like, because my fist was all bloody after this. You're probably going to break your fist before you break that window. You know, like they're a lot stronger than they look. But eventually, after like 20, 30 punches, I couldn't punch out the window. My fist was all fucked up. Like my whole fist was incaved on itself, bleeding. So then I start punching her mirrors out. I go to her I punch her passenger side mirror out. Then I punch her driver's side mirror out. And then as I go around to the driver's side, her boss comes out of her workplace and is like, get inside, get inside, get inside. So she goes and runs inside with her boss. I punch her fucking mirror out. That's why I got the mischief charge, not just the assault charge. But I didn't even punch the dude in the face. Like he ran away from me before I punched him in the face. And then, yeah, after I punch that shit out, I go and sit on the window. I sit on the window, I light up a cigarette, and I sit on the window waiting for the police to arrive. And it took them like 5 to 10 minutes after I did all that shit for the police to arrive, you know? But I feel me and that dude made up. Like 2 years after this incident, I talked to the dude, and me and him made up. She actually cheated on him. She cheated on him, so me and him made up. I talked to him, and yeah, he had no clue I was even coming up there. He had no clue that she was egging me on, calling me a pussy and stuff. So I do feel bad that I tried to fight that guy, but like, what else could I do? I'm not going to punch a woman. Like I could have easily choked her out or knocked her out, you know, if I wanted to, but I didn't do that out of like respect for her being a woman and for the fact that we dated in the past. But then for years and years after that, she's constantly reporting me to the police, trying to get me in trouble. And, you know, I went to jail a couple times, and there was only one time stop that. My cat keeps meowing. There's only one time I went to jail for like 8 or 9 days. All the other times I went to jail, they let me out after like 6 hours. But yeah, she thought I was his ex-girl. Yeah, I used to get in fist fights when I was younger as well. The last time I got in a fist fight was back in middle of 2010s. Oh man, yeah, back in 2012, I was at my boy's house for a party, and there was a drunk guy causing mischief. The guy was breaking stuff. It stinks too because my friend woke up an hour later and was mad at me because he thought I was causing trouble. Then he drove me home. Yeah, see, that's why it's best to stay away from friends. Fucking, yeah, like I said before, one time my buddy, who I let live with me for 3 months, he didn't pay any rent. Then he moved back to his parents. He didn't pay any rent. And then like a month later, he came over to my place to hang out for a bit. He left his laptop charger over there overnight, and I was sleeping, and then he started buzzing my apartment. I was sleeping, so I didn't let him in. I'm like, what the fuck? I'll answer later. I'm sleeping. So then buddy comes up to my door, fucking kicks in my apartment door, and gets his laptop charger. And it was like a shitty laptop. It was like a $200 laptop. So his laptop charger was probably like $10. So he kicked in my door for a $10 laptop charger. And that's why I don't trust friends anymore, because he knew I wasn't going to fight him. Like, I'm not that type of person. Like, I don't fight friends. I don't fight girls. You know, that's just part of my standards. That's part of my principles. I won't fight friends. I won't fight girls. So buddy, my friend, took advantage of this, and he kicked in my door and got his laptop charger. Like, what a piece of shit. That's one of the reasons I don't trust friends anymore. A few days later, my boy found out I was helping him out and defending his house, so he gave me free weed. I feel bad for the guy that I beat up, though. I regret going to that party. Yeah, I wouldn't feel bad for that. I mean, hopefully you don't run into him in the street again, because that'll be kind of awkward, but yeah, I wouldn't feel bad for that. I regret not beating up some guy who came into my house and accused me of some bullshit I didn't do. Yeah, some guy came into my house one time and accused me of like calling his cousin names, and I didn't even know his cousin. It's like, what are you even talking about? And this guy was like yelling in my face and shit. And I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And like, I regret not fighting that guy, because I looked like a bitch, you know, when like someone's yelling in your face and you're like, wait, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking. Like, you look like a bitch, you know, but at the same, I wasn't a bitch because I literally didn't know what he was talking about, you know? And I regret not fighting that guy and beating the shit out of him, because he made me look like a bitch in my own apartment. But I literally had no clue what he was talking about. Yeah, I feel you. I don't trust friends either. My old boys, you know, who used to talk behind my back and say I was a bad worker. Oh yeah, those Reza guys. Yeah, so when I worked at Boston Pizza place, I had some friends there who were not great friends. They would talk shit behind my back, but you know, they were like 10 years older than me, and I didn't really care because they were my managers too. But Boston Pizza wasn't too bad. But when I worked at Madison's, this hippie liberal place in Calgary, this was my last job I worked at like 2-3 years ago. Those people were really disrespectful, and I was a good worker too. Like when I quit, they were like shocked because I always showed up on time. I was always nice despite them being shit to me. So when I quit, they were like completely shocked. They weren't my friends though, you know, but they were shitty to me. So yeah, I quit that job. Everyone in that kitchen would gang up on me because I was conservative and they were all liberals. Like they had a transgender working in that kitchen. They had some goth emo girl, and I was very conservative, and so they hated me for that. So they would always they would all gang up on me too, because like when one of them would talk shit to me, I would talk shit back to them. But then once I talked shit back to them, all of them would start ganging up on me. So it's like I couldn't defend myself, or else all of them would gang up on me. So eventually I learned to not talk back to any of them, even when they were talking shit to me, because I didn't want them to gang up on me. So after a month of that, like I worked there for like 4 months, but after that I just quit because it's like, it was bullshit, man. You know, I felt like I couldn't defend myself at that place because if I did defend myself, they would all gang up on me. Boston Pizza, that's where the YouTuber Darius Truxton works. Yeah, that was a pretty good job. I liked that job. I did. There was a lot of cute girls there. I had a lot of connections. Ironically enough, all those girls that I knew back then at Boston Pizza are pregnant now. They're like having kids and they're pregnant. He got doxxed as well. That is lame. They are all a bunch of haters, NPCs. Yeah, see, that's why like I think so many people are just NPCs in this world, is because yeah, they all have like a hive mindset, you know, like they're all on like the same wavelength. They don't feel like unique people. They all feel like they're the same people in different clothing, you know? That's why I call so many people NPCs, is because they just don't feel like real people. Like I am me, and I know I am conscious. I am living my life. I'm a unique person. But when I see these people and how they act, how they are, how they think, it's all the same. It's like NPC behavior, you know? Like, for example, I think Moist Critical, the YouTuber, I know a lot of people like him. I think Moist Critical is like the leader of NPCs. Like when you go to his comment section and you see the people that talk and how Moist Critical is, he's like the leader of NPCs. You know, those people with long hair, very liberal values. Moist Critical is like the leader of NPCs. If you want to know an NPC, look at him. He's the leader of them. Hey, dude, I'm going to go eat dinner. I'll see you later. Good talking to you. Yeah, they really do have a hive mindset. All right, take care, man. Yeah, I'm going to end the live stream. It's over 100 minutes now. Take care. Have a good day. Oh, look. Do you... Look at this girl. Maybe you would like that girl. All right, yeah, take care, man. I'm going to end the live stream here. Pretty long live stream today.